again.
I want to see your face.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't got to do nothing but talk to you guys.
I know.
And die. And die. And pay my taxes or go to jail. That's all I got to do.
But then this is, this is for posterity. You could slap on.
I'm not going to show my face. I'm just happy. I'm happy like this. I see you with your pretty glasses every week, a different pair.
You need to slap on your pretty wig and
I'm not gonna slap on nothing. I'm just gonna talk to you guys now. Let's go.
All right. Is Diane back yet, Butch?
No, she moseying.
Okay.
Diane.
I'm gonna mute you guys because you got the TV on.
I see
Okay.
Shawnee. I see you, Shawnee.
Okay.
Picture of her anyway.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi. How you doing?
Good.
I gotta go see if I can find one piece of paper. 1 minute.
I'm
Diane,
doing great.
be here when you get back.
The blanket's beautiful. Thank you so much. Did you get the other yarn yet?
Not yet. They're sent to the wrong place.
Oh, that's what
I'll
happened?
get it tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay,
They went to the wrong place.
Nah, she won't show her face.
Good.
She said she ain't got to
I'm
do
glad you
nothing.
liked it.
I did. It's gorgeous. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Hey, I'm here.
I don't see you. I see Butch.
I know.
We don't see you neither.
I know it. I just said you don't see me either. And you're not going to see me, so there. What you going to do about it, Butch?
Man, the car, we going down there.
Yeah. Gotta go down
We going
there.
down there. We getting ready to knock on your door. Give us the date. Drivers.
No date. This virus got to get away before I accept any company. But you can keep. I don't want it.
Wow.
Hi, Annie.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm good.
That's good. They're mad at me because I don't show me. I'm doing great.
All right. I'm
You
just
doing good? Oh, that's good.
I
put my teeth in today.
Mine's in Syracuse. I had 3 sets. I don't know where they are. I don't wear them no way.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Well, good to hear your voice.
Fine. I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to be here so you can hear me.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm elated. I'm elated to be here.
Well, that's
all
good.
right, Aunt Egg.
That's good.
I know.
So Aunt Egg, since the last time that we talked, did you think of anything that you want to share with us that you thought was funny, or anything that you remember from growing up that you wanted to add to the last conversation we had?
I thought I said everything.
Okay.
If you have some questions to ask me, I'll try to answer them.
Yeah. Well,
I think I said everything.
sometimes thoughts come to your mind after we hang up. I just wanted to be sure that
No, nothing came
Okay.
to. I said everything.
okay.
I think.
Well, at the end of last time we talked, we were talking just a little bit about the fact that you told me that Pop, like,
Wait a minute. They're talking to me. You talk.
Hold on.
Hold on for 1 second. Robert trying to tell me something.
Shawnee asked me, or somebody asked me, do you know any of these people in this picture? And it looked like Uncle James and one of them.
wait a minute, who sent it to
See it,
you?
or you need to make a big.
Shawnee, I think. Shawnee.
Robin.
Now that.
Robin.
No,
who
I
sent it?
can't.
Aunt Kathy sent it. Aunt Kathy.
Okay, well, we have to do that later.
That's Uncle James. I could tell him right off the bat.
Robin.
Not everybody else, I'm not quite sure.
Connie's calling me,
Robin.
talking to me.
But mommy, I can't hear because she's in your ear headphones. Hold on, I'm coming. Yes, ma'am.
I just want to tell you, we're going to have to do that later. Mandy just sent that picture to everybody, but we'll have to talk about it.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what y'all wanted.
No,
No problem. Okay.
All right. So
She's gone again.
All right.
Robin gone.
Aunt Egg, we
Yes,
just,
honey.
we don't want to take up too much of your time, but I do want to just thank you again for doing this. I know that it's not something that you were always comfortable with.
It's not my
Won't show your
but I
face
do it for
to
you.
us, but you're doing it for us.
It's
I
not your favorite. It's
appreciate
not
it.
my favorite thing to do.
I know.
I'm glad.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well,
You got it
just
wrong,
to
Sister
kind of-
I would love this.
I know. So just to recall some of the things we talked about last time, you talked
Mhm.
about your dad and the fact that he loved politics and Roosevelt, and he was a Republican and liked to read the paper. And
He was not a Republican. He was a Democrat, but he just
Yeah,
liked a couple of Republicans,
oh, I see.
Eisenhower and Roosevelt.
Okay.
Roosevelt was Democrat. He was a Democrat,
Right.
but he liked Reagan and
Reagan
who
definitely was a Republican.
who
Okay.
was that we
But he
just
would
said?
always vote Democratic, right?
Yes, he was Democrat.
Yeah, but I know when I was little in Syracuse, in order to buy a house and to do anything, my daddy had to be a registered Republican. He was made that. But
That's how I
anyway,
got a job at the voting place. He said I was a Republican. I used to
Yeah.
work at the voting at the voting polls every year.
yeah,
And in order for me to get that job, I had to say I was a Republican. So
okay.
I still a Republican, but I voted Democrat.
Okay. Well, the other thing we talked about at the end was, I asked you how you felt the community at large, what would have been the thought that people would have about your family, about the Goode family.
Well, they
And-
thought we were wonderful.
Yeah.
Everybody got along real well, though.
Mhm. And you said that, you were probably brothers, and you all were not rich, but you had everything you need
Right.
most of the time. So,
And my dad always got jobs because he could do so many things.
right. And so now what we want to do is shift a little bit and talk about you. And
Okay.
I was running around here because I had written down like 5 questions, and I don't know where I put that piece of paper. It's probably staring right at me. But
You'll find it as soon as we're all done.
yeah, as soon as we hang up. But anyway, I have some here. And one of the things I wanted to do was just to today talk about you and some of the things that are pertinent to just you by yourself. So one of the things I just was wondering about, can you tell me what were some of your favorite things on Edge? What did you like to Diane?
I played basketball.
But Diane.
I played basketball. I was a cheerleader. Diane, they calling you.
Diane, your TV.
I muted her.
Oh, well, I hear some noise from somewhere. I didn't know where it was, but okay. So, Egg, what was
It might be my TV.
Oh, okay.
It might be my TV. Want me to turn it off?
Just turn it
Want me to turn my
down.
TV off?
Yeah, or just turn it
I thought I
down.
had it down. 1 second. Give me a minute. Okay,
All right, thank you.
I got it down. You're welcome.
Okay, so I know you like to play basketball, and you told me that you were on the cheering squad, and I know you were really smart, right? So,
Oh yes, I was salutatorian in my class.
yeah. So personally, what kinds of things were also things you like to do? I mean, did you have some favorite foods or things that you like to do, like from a personal standpoint? Like, I know I was talking to Daddy and he was telling me what his favorite meal was. Do you have a favorite meal or favorite?
Oh, my mama's meal is favorite to me. I just like her banana pudding.
Yeah.
She made all kinds of things. My favorite was banana pudding. She had rice pudding. She made bread
Okay.
puddings, all kind of puddings.
I remember the rice
And she did
pudding
everything by scratch. She didn't have no recipe.
and didn't
everything
measure
was-
nothing, huh?
That's right. A pinch of this, a pinch of that.
Yeah. Okay.
And her rolls and biscuits and
Yeah,
cornbread, everything was just delicious.
I'm
Mhm.
still trying to learn how to make rolls. This
Ray was the
regular-
only one that really caught on to the whole thing. Ray
I
could do
know.
it just like, mhm.
I
Sister and
know.
I tried, but we weren't that good at it.
Yeah, well, I know. I um
But potato salad, she used to have a special way, special things to put in potato salad. I called on to that.
yes. Okay.
Robin, I'll tell people, I don't eat nobody potato salad but my mama's. There's a certain thing we used to put in our potato salad that made it so good.
Oh,
And it had-
really? Well,
Mhm.
we'll have to have some when we come to Atlanta.
Oh, okay, okay. And this stuff is all over. Come on.
All right. So there one of the questions that I had was thinking back just about growing up, what do you think made your family so close? I know that in a way that you know, you guys, a lot of you were close in age, some of you were almost like stair steps, you know, and
Right. Right. Roy Bill and I were very close.
yeah,
It
so
just wasn't even 2 years of difference. And I was born in 35, Roy was 34, and Bill was 32. So it was
yeah,
close.
yeah, that
Mhm.
was close. So what do you think
Mhm.
held you guys together? A lot of families don't.
But maybe we were taught to be together, never be against each other, stand up for each other at all times. Because his
Yeah,
family we were always. So we were brought up that way. Just
right.
if we did anything wrong or against each other, it wasn't in front of her. She liked us to be together.
Did you feel that your parents were stricter than most of the other parents in the neighborhood?
No, she wasn't that strict, but she said what she meant and meant what she said. That's
Right.
you know, we had privileges, but we
Yeah,
weren't allowed to hang out on the corners and stuff like that. We had to if you had a boyfriend, you couldn't meet him in the street. You had to come to the house and get you and bring you back and all that kind of stuff. You know, if you leave together, come back together.
yeah,
So we were just brought up to be together. Every Sunday we ate together. All of us ate at the dining table together. So she
yeah,
just had strict rules, but she wasn't mean at all. She just meant what she said.
yeah,
Everybody loved her.
yeah.
Everybody loved her. Mhm.
We know people used to stop by and talk over the fence, and
Mhm.
everybody was
Mhm.
mannerly when they came to the front door. Always gave her, you know, a lot of respect. She didn't have
Oh
to take
yes.
no mess from anybody.
No, she didn't. She didn't play, but she was a nice person.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So overall, I know you guys would go to church all the time between, you know,
Four,
Sunday
four
church.
times, 4 times a day on Sunday and once in the week.
Oh
Wednesday
my
night was
gosh.
prayer meeting. From 11 Sunday school, 11 o'clock service, BYPU, then night services every Sunday.
Every Sunday. So, you
Woo.
know, that was a lot, but
But we enjoyed it. We enjoyed it. You know,
yeah.
it was fun because
Well,
we were
as
all
you,
together. You know, Rixes
yeah,
and the Goods. You remember the Rixes?
I
And Rix
remember
and
the
all them, Sarah
Rixes.
Rix and all them. We were a very close
I
family.
remember the Rixes, but
Yeah,
I asked
Annie and I was very
Daddy,
close.
and yeah, you told me you were close with Annie Ricks, but I asked
Mm-hmm.
Daddy, I said, Daddy, do you remember the Rixes? And he said, yeah, I remember them. Because I said, didn't they live across the street? The house was kind of like up on a little hill across the
Around
street.
the
He was
corner.
like,
Around the corner.
right there at the
Around the corner.
corner.
Not
Uh-huh.
across the street, around the corner.
Okay.
Not on the
Oh,
corner. And Joe
not on the,
Middleton's mother lived on the corner.
oh, okay. They were on,
On the corner of Joe Littleton, Church Street
yes,
and Mahan Street, around the corner. Joe
right.
Littleton's mother lived there. But Annie and them lived around the corner, about 4 houses down on the Church Street.
Oh, okay. He said,
Mhm.
yeah, he remembered them too.
I bet he
But
did.
he didn't go into any
I
details.
know he didn't. I
I
know he
know,
didn't. I'm not going in it. I'm not going in it either.
he just left it like that. And I was
That's
like,
right. And I'm
okay.
leaving it. I'm leaving it too.
Mhm, mhm.
We were very close. All of us were close, really.
So knowing that you went to church, you know, all the time, what if you think back on your family, what role did your faith play in your growing up and your maturity? Did it, you know, how did it affect who you were and what you did in your life?
Well, going to church was you stayed in line. You know, you wasn't wild or anything like that. You went to school. You did your activities at school, socials and things, and all had to be together. You wasn't a hangout kind of person. You know, we all were grouped up. You know,
Yeah.
and
So-
we used to.
Go
We
ahead.
went. We didn't hang out. You know what I'm saying? We
Right.
went. That's the way to go. You go and you come back home. You didn't hang out in the streets and things on the corners and stuff like that.
Right.
And you didn't stay in. You didn't get in trouble. If you
Right.
did, they didn't know anything about it. If you did something, your mother know before you get home, because everybody would call her and tell her if you did anything. She
Right.
knew before you get there.
Yes, I know.
So you try to keep everything together. I had a beautiful life. I can't even complain. I can't think of anything bad.
Yeah. Daddy said the world don't owe him nothing. He had a beautiful life too. That's
I
exactly
did too. I agree. I gotta agree. Had a good time.
okay.
Singing
Well,
in the choir. We were in the lyric club, and we had a beautiful children's choir at church too. Miss
uh-huh,
Holman played for us, and we used to sing, go out different places and sing nights, and during the week and sing.
uh-huh.
And went to Syracuse, same thing.
Right.
The Reverend Cummings Church. We used to go to different New York and all around the places to sing.
Yeah. That's
So
right.
mhm.
Um, so you don't have to tell me your age unless you wanted to, but
Oh, honey, I'm 85 and proud of it.
are
I'll
you
be 86 September 1st.
86 when?
September 1st.
September 1st.
I'm 85 and I'm so happy to be there. I'm not ashamed of it and proud of it.
I know that's right. Are you
Mhm.
surprised that you have been blessed to live 85 years in terms of what you anticipated in your life for your lifespan? Are you surprised that you're at 85?
No, I expected that. I think I'm gonna be over 100.
You sound like,
I don't know. I
you know,
think I've
so
lived a life to live long.
yeah,
I'm not surprised that I'm here. I'm happy about it because
yeah.
nothing is promised to you, but I'm not shocked. I used to be kind of wild, drinking and stuff, and I was not growing up, but I grown, as I got older, and I left Syracuse, and I left Suffolk, I went to Washington and Syracuse. But then I stopped all that. I haven't drank or smoked in 50 years. So
Wow.
I feel like that has a lot to do with me. I don't take any kind of medicine. I have no problems, no like sugar or high blood pressure, or nothing like that. I don't take nothing but a pain pill every now and then.
Is that right?
That's
Wow.
true. Hmm. So I think that comes from the way you live.
Well, Daddy said he's almost 100 and he don't have no pains either. He said, I
Right.
cannot, he's like, I got no pains. The only thing he has is a little swelling in his left leg because he's got a problem with fluid in his kidneys. He doesn't drink enough water, but
I always tell him, you drinking water today? He'll say, I drink some water today. I drink a lot of water.
yeah, he
It's
doesn't
good.
like to drink water.
My mother didn't either. We had to make her drink water.
Yeah,
She would go. All she liked was Pepsi Colas and Pet ice cream.
right.
She did not. She not careful. She did not care for water. We used to try to get her to drink water. Water's good for you. And I had to tell him every day I call him. I said, you drink water today? And before I can say, he said, I drink some water today. He don't like water, but I love water.
Yeah, well, that's great. I mean, that's a good thing to know because drinking and smoking, they'll get to you.
And another thing I'm saying about James, he never drank either.
No, he never
I
had
tried
a
to slip
cigarette
never,
and he never
nah.
drank hard liquor.
That's
No,
right. And that helps you to live longer.
right.
If I kept drinking and I didn't drink every day. I used to go out nights, like weekends, with my boyfriend to clubs and things. But I wasn't a everyday drinker, and I didn't drink alone. That's when you have a problem. You find yourself getting up morning wanting to drink. I didn't drink unless I was going out. But when I got pregnant, I quit drinking and smoking. Never went back. Robin's 51, so it's been 51 years since I drank or smoked.
Wow. So
Mhm.
that's great. I mean, and so
And that has a
we're,
lot to do with long living too, because you keep doing that kind of stuff, you don't make it too long.
that's right. Well, we're
Mhm.
looking forward to all of us being over 100 then, because we on the
All
right
right.
track.
All right now.
We come from good genes. If you all
That's
live to
right.
be 100, we're gonna
That's
live to be 100
right.
too.
That's right. Mhm.
So okay, let's have a little fun. Tell me how you
Okay.
met Bob.
Oh, how did I meet Bob? Working, I was doing a part-time job, and because he worked at General Motors, and he used to work cleaning offices at night, and I was working cleaning offices at night, and we kind of got together in the offices and things. That's how I met him, really.
I see. That's how
Uh-huh.
you met. Okay.
Mhm.
So did you did you did he know Vi, and did you all, hang out together sometimes, or did you just kind of,
No, he wasn't. He was really a lone person. He played golf. He was a
oh,
seventh.
okay.
He was seventh highest in New York State. He had about 30 or 40 trophies.
He
He played with Tiger Woods.
really?
The golfer. Yeah, he was a really good golfer. He had about 50 trophies or
Wow.
more. Had a room full of trophies. He was very good in golf, and that's all he really wanted to do was play golf and look at Tiger on TV.
Well, he didn't really talk a lot. I mean, I met him a couple of
No.
times, but
Mhm. He was
he
very
was
quiet.
very quiet. Yeah.
But
Well,
nicest
I
person
didn't
you
know
ever nicest person you ever want to meet though. He was really nice. He didn't have much to say. Mhm.
Yeah. I didn't
At
realize that
times.
he played golf. That's great.
Oh, he was a great golfer. Mhm.
Wow.
Great golfer. Go all around New York, place, go miss a tournament. He's come to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, tournaments and things. And he would
Uh-huh.
always win. He was very good.
Wow. Well, that's
Mhm.
exciting because, I remember, well, the only person I knew that played golf other than that was my mother's brother, Uncle Vernon used to play golf every once in a while.
Mhm.
But
He's tournaments, and Robin used to drive the golf cart around, and he
really,
used to do tournaments with him, and drive the carts. He was
wow.
very good. Mhm.
Well, that's an
Yes,
interesting thing.
indeed.
But does Robin play golf? I don't know.
Mhm.
She does. Wow, she'll have to teach me how to.
Oh, Robin don't play. She's a technician. Robin can make a computer talk to you. She can really, she can hook up your whole house around sound with one TV. She go all through the house.
Well,
One TV can go all around everybody. And
I'm
a
gonna have to
record player.
call her because I got like 4 TVs in here. They don't do nothing. I plug them in,
Yeah,
they
round
stare back
sound.
at me.
When she can, she can do it. And she can take, like you have a record player, she can have round sound all over your house with one record player. It's just the
Wow.
wires and stuff going up beside the wall and everything. She's good. She's a computer. She's really technical person.
Well, that's awesome.
Her bosses call her sometimes. What you say you do, Robin? How you say you do this? How you say you do that? She's really good at that. Mhm.
Well,
Yep.
okay. If I ask, what would be your answer to this question? I am happiest when I what?
When I'm not pushed to do anything, I do mostly when I want to do something. I love
I
to
get-
crochet. I don't want to be no time limit on things. I like to do what I do when I want to do it. I don't want a time limit,
Right.
Now I'm working, I have to punch a clock and stuff, but my life now is to get up, take care of myself, I'm gonna take care of me and look at TV, my worst stitches, and crochet. I'm happy so long as I do that. And everybody, Lisa send me crochet, and Diane and Granny. Right now I'm doing something for the family.
Right.
I'm doing some Afghans for them. But I like to crochet and do
So
my
you're
word
happy-
searches and look at TV. And
so
I'm
you're
when I'm just
happiest
happy.
when
So I'm doing that.
when you're able to set your own time frame for whatever you want to do.
Right. Don't
And-
rush me.
and when you're doing stuff for your family.
Right.
Wow,
Mhm.
that's awesome. And I just want to say
Mm.
personally, I really appreciate the calls that you make. And
Oh
when
yeah, I
you call
call
me just to
everyone.
say,
See
hi,
how you
call
doing?
and
I
see
sure
how you
do.
doing.
Right.
So
I'm
that
always
really is
calling.
important
Uh-huh.
that you do.
I
I
do that
think
all
that's
the
a great
time.
thing. So I hope that makes you happy because it makes me happy when I get a
Oh yeah. I think everybody seems like, they say I called to talk to G. I talk to all my nieces and nephews just about. I don't talk to the kids. No, your kids or Diane's kids. I call my nieces and nephews a lot.
yes, you call
You know,
all the cousins, all the first
not
cousins.
not I don't call all the kids,
Right.
like your daughter or Rosie or Missy.
Yeah.
I don't call them like I call my nieces and nephews.
Right.
I ask about them, see if they hope they're doing okay. But
Yeah. You just
I call my niece.
okay.
Hmm.
Well, I just
And I
want
love doing that.
well, I know, and I love those calls. So
Hmm.
it's
And I love making them. Hmm.
and it's
Every now and then I like to see how everybody's doing. Hmm.
yeah. Well, it helps. Trust me.
I believe it. I believe it.
So that's when you're happiest. Tell me, answer this question. I am most at peace when I what?
What I just said.
Happy and at peace. Same thing, right?
Uh-huh. Right. Well, I said, I'm I'm okay. I don't stress myself about anything. You
Yeah.
know, I do what I do and that's it. I don't worry about it. And if something upsets me, I straighten it out with the person who up and then I forget about it. I don't
Yeah.
carry it around. I don't carry grudges. I
Right.
say what I say, what I have to say, and I forget about it.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next thing. I'm not a person that hold madness and stuff like that.
Yeah. Do you are there certain people in your life that you miss? I mean, you moved to Atlanta. Do you miss
Oh,
being in
I
Syracuse?
miss Top. I miss Top.
And you miss,
I mean,
yeah,
oh, I miss, anybody that I've been around, I miss them, but I
yeah,
really, really miss her because we were so close.
I know.
We were just like sisters. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when you think about, well, tell me what does family really mean to you? I know you and Top were close and you were close with your brothers and sisters,
Mhm.
but tell me what you think the importance of family is.
I think families should stick together, and if you have, and I hate to see families arguing and being mad at each other. And I wouldn't even think of one of them fighting or something like that. I think that'd be the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
Mom always told us to stick together and love each other
Right.
and
Well,
get
that
together
was
once a year.
that, and to get together, I was going to say, and
That's how
that's the real
the
reason for the
reunion started.
reunions to get
Right.
started, right?
Because we used to
That's
go
what
home
she
every
told
Christmas.
you all to do.
Yeah, you used to go home every Christmas. All of us used to meet home at Christmas. And she said, I want you to promise to be together once a year and without deaths or any trouble, just get together.
Right. Yeah.
Happy times.
Yeah.
That's how we got started.
Don't wait till you had to get together to see each other at a funeral, right? Yeah.
Right,
So,
right. Mhm.
so if right now, if you had to think about a message that you would send to the family, what would you say? How, and I'm thinking about just being able to leave for the family
Right.
some
And
words
keep
of
in touch with
wisdom.
each
What would
other. Keep
yeah,
in
well,
touch
what
with each
would
other. Don't go
yeah,
years and weeks without speaking, calling each other, Just check with each other, see how everybody's doing. That's what I like it. I don't think sometimes I haven't talked to my sister in 10 years, all that kind of stuff. I can't imagine that,
yeah.
Just keep in touch with each other.
So the words of wisdom to the family would be to
Keep in
stay,
touch. Stay
yeah,
in touch. See how you're doing, see what you can do for each other. And
stay in touch with
just,
family.
right. Stay in touch with each other. That's
Okay.
what I think that's the greatest thing.
Yeah.
You ever heard people say, I haven't talked to my sister in so long, I haven't talked to my brother in years?
Yeah.
I just can't imagine that.
Yeah.
I call your daddy every day, 4 and 5 times a day.
I know
I should
you
call
do.
Top
And
every
then
day.
and then you call me 6, 7, 8 times a day.
Because he asked me,
He's
he asked me to. I might
Yeah.
call you on your own once in a while, but whenever I call
Yeah.
you often, he's behind it.
That's
He
right.
said, this TV ain't working, and this ain't working, blah, blah, blah. And I said,
I know.
and called me. I said, look, I don't know anybody call. Have you called Linda and Connie? I don't know anything about your business like that. I'll get somebody to check it out for you. And then I'll call you.
Well, I tell you, I've gotten to the point where I don't even mind it because I know why you're calling. And
Yeah,
most
yeah.
of the time it's something I can answer. So I don't have, something I can fix real quick.
I hate to
Or
think
if
of
I
him
can't
sitting.
do it again.
I know he's lonesome, and I hate to see him in that room because I'm glad
Yeah.
he goes out now that they can get out a little bit, and play
Yeah, they're
bingo
opening
and
up a
stuff.
little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, because I hate to see him just sitting around, especially fast. And I just imagine just so lonesome for him, because I keep myself busy. I'm doing my puzzles or looking at TV or crocheting. If I had to sit and hold my hands, I'd go crazy.
Yeah,
I'm
and
always
right
doing
now for
something.
him, it's hard because he likes to play chess and checkers, but you need a partner to do that.
Right.
So he
The
can't.
one guy used to play with, I don't know what happened to the guy he used to play chess with.
He's still around, but they won't let him come inside
Right,
yet.
they can't get
Let him
inside,
come
right.
in and play.
Yeah, he loves stuff like that.
Yeah,
And I try to keep him busy.
yeah.
I'm talking to him. In fact, I just finished talking to him. About 1:30 I called him.
Yeah.
And I call him every morning about 10 after 8. And he looks forward to it.
Yeah.
I call him before he goes to bed. Have a good night now. Good night. He said, okay. So
So being the baby in the family, you really are important in terms of being able to tell us, a little bit about everybody in the family,
I don't know too much about the older ones because they were gone,
yeah.
Ernest and James and Rufus,
Uh-huh.
and they were gone, and Bill Roy and I grew up together at home.
Yeah.
And we used to get together. They come, like I said, every Christmas, everybody get home if they could. If they didn't come, they couldn't. But that's what I look forward to,
Yes.
being together.
Yes. And
Mhm.
Ane, just what is there anything or any particular thoughts you have about how you hope people will think of you? What do you want people to be able to say about Aunt Egg? Aunt Egg, such and such and such. Is there anything that
Aunt Egg was always interested in how we were doing and always kept in touch with us. And I sure, when I leave here, I sure miss her because I miss her calling.
That's right. Okay.
All
right. Well, I think that's a wonderful kind of memory that for people to have about somebody who really cares about who you are and cares enough to pick up the telephone to call. It's funny. Sometimes people will say, "Oh yeah, girl, I had you on my mind." Well, but I'm on your mind, but what did you do? You didn't pick up the phone and call to say.
If I think of somebody a lot, and like I haven't talked, like Terry, I don't talk to her so often. But if I think about it, I said, call. I'm thinking about you. Let's see how you're doing. If you're okay, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if you say somebody I've talked about, do something about it. You say,
yeah, pick up
check
the
on
phone
them and how they doing. Right.
Right.
I believe in that.
Yeah. Well, I just heard Shawnee talking about the Afghan that you sent. I have not seen.
Did you see it?
No, I haven't seen any of your work.
Oh my goodness!
Crocheting projects.
Your phone takes pictures. I try to get Robin to send you some.
Yeah, send me a couple of pictures so I can see them.
Yeah,
and
because Lisa, everyone I make, I send it to Lisa and Diane. Diane, Shawnee should show you. Diane can send you one because Diane has about everyone I made.
Diane ain't gonna send me no more pictures. Last time she sent me pictures, I didn't send her none back. So maybe.
It's hard for me to get Robin is a beast.
I didn't know how to
and mopping. She's all the time. She's really take this virus to heart. She's spraying stuff and mopping and keeping things clean, and she's busy as a bee. I hate to give her another job, but that's why I said Shawnee could send you a picture.
No,
Shawnee, is Shawnee there?
She's probably off somewhere, but I'll get her. I'll talk to her later. We have family.
I'm doing it, Aunt Egg.
Hey,
Send her a picture. Send her some pictures.
I didn't see
Yeah, I ain't
that
got just
on
for
Eggs
everyone.
crocheting
I
stuff.
got you. I'm gonna send it. I got you.
Okay, all right, all right.
Yeah, because I ain't got a
Because-
lot of them.
Well,
I have-
what I think
always-
would be nice
When I
is
finish
give
them, I always send Diane and Lisa one.
well,
'cause I
I
ain't
think
have a
what we
lot of
should
them.
do is put together a collage of some pictures of all your Afghans or your.
So I was
crocheting
thinking about,
stuff.
I think I'd like to get me a scrapbook and put them all in there because
Yeah, you should keep.
I left so many in Syracuse, we couldn't even bring them. I guess we got about 50 here. I'm always making one. I'm always
You
doing it.
should make
And
a
it's just
scrapbook.
one is just a granny square I like. Now I can do patterns, but that's too much trouble for me. I don't like
Yeah.
thinking too hard about stuff. I just like to do that granny square, keep going with it. And I
Yeah.
can look at TV and do it. Don't have to look down.
You
I
know,
just-
you know it by heart. You know it.
Uh-huh.
Well,
And the
that's
colors make them
awesome.
pretty. The color makes them pretty.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
So I got one. I got one coming up soon for the family. Because
okay.
Peaches and Linda sending me a box full of yarn. Lisa
Yeah.
sent me 40 and 50 at the time for myself. I told them, I said, the family's okay. I said, but don't forget me. You still got to send me stuff for myself.
Right.
fell out.
That's right.
I
You're
don't
right.
forget me. Yeah, so they always sending me something.
Well,
And I love doing it. I love crocheting
well, that's good.
and
So
TV and ball games. My LeBron James, I love him.
you love LeBron.
The Lakers, I love the Lakers. They've been losing here lately because LeBron is ill and injured.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
all of them. But that's my team. I like the Warriors too, but the Lakers are my favorite.
Well,
Uh-huh.
well,
LeBron's my boy.
is there any place on Egg that you could think of that you would want to go that you didn't have a chance to visit? My daddy said he wished that he had gotten to Hawaii. He went to Europe, but he wished that he had gone to Hawaii.
But I wasn't too much of a goer because I don't even like planes and stuff. I've been on planes and stuff, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like to think about the things going down. But I'm not a traveler,
Right.
I don't pine to go anywhere really. I've been to New York. I've been to
Sometimes being at
Carolinas and-
home around your favorite things is
Mhm.
as comforting as doing
Yeah, I'm not a
something,
person like to travel.
traveling far.
Now, sister like to go.
Yeah,
Sister go to Hawaii to a board meeting.
I know it. She
I
would
told her, I
always
said,
do that.
girl, if you don't slow down, you had better. She would go 1,000 miles to just to a meeting. That's just her style, And she
Yeah.
her funeral was about 30 preachers on the roster because she was a church girl,
Yeah,
She was
yeah,
in church every time. She was just well known.
yeah.
And her picture when she died, the angel on earth. It's a whole page full of her obituary.
Wow, I remember.
Really, a page full. She was just that type of girl,
Yeah,
But I'm kind of a quiet person, do my things, but I don't like to all the attention. But I do like to be. I tell her, did you get the Afghan? And somebody don't call me and say thank you. I'm mad. I don't want no money.
understand.
I don't want no money for it, but I
understand.
want you to appreciate that I did it.
Well, but they're supposed to have manners enough to know that you gotta
Right,
call
right.
people and thank people when they do something.
Well, I'm not gonna name the person. But I did one for somebody and they didn't call me, and I called them. I said, well, what's your problem? You didn't like it? Yeah, I said, it's why didn't you say so?
I know.
But that's the only thing I say. But I don't want no money for it. I do it I love it doing it. But just say thanks. And I've never heard anybody say the one that's ugly because the colors make them so pretty.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow. Well, is there
Oh,
anything?
yeah.
Is there anything that in your life that you regret not having done?
If I wanted to do it, I did it. If I wanted it, I had it. If I didn't have it, I didn't want it.
Well, just think, maybe like I said to Daddy, I said, is there anything, him, he's like, nope, but then after he thought about it, he said to me, I regret not having taken the time, even though I was busy, to take more formal piano lessons.
Oh yeah, because he was good.
So
Yeah,
he
right.
was like, that was the one thing that he wished he had
Mhm,
done. So just, think about it in that vein. Is there something that,
No, I always wanted to work in the office and type, and I managed to do that. I could run an office. I mean, I could type 92 words a minute. I was good at that. That's all I wanted to do. I was going to pay my mother's bill. And I said, girls in the office, I said, I want to do that one day. And I got to do that. I was supervisor for the state and federal at the same time. So,
Wow.
so that was my goal. And I managed to do that. So I wanted to work in office and I did that.
So,
Yep.
you know, it's good to feel like you've met your goals and then you retire and feel like you've
I
accomplished
did that.
what you wanted to do. That's
Yes,
awesome.
yes.
Everybody can't say that.
I like I tell everybody, if I didn't have it, I didn't want it. If I wanted it, I had it.
Well, the thing is that we come from a long line of strong people. You tell us no, and we're gonna show you how we're gonna do it anyway, right? If
Right,
it's important
right.
enough.
That's right.
If
Right.
it's something that we think we need to do, or if it's important to do, no matter who would tell you no, we figure out a way. Right?
That's right.
We let
That's
people
true.
stand in our way.
That's right.
So yeah.
That's
So
true.
did you roller skate on Egg?
Yes, I was in the roller skate club. I forgot to tell you that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Diane,
I had my own skates.
Diane,
I had my own
those
skates.
roller skates we used to clamp on our shoes.
I mean, I used to go to the buildings and roller skate and the boots and the roller skates, you know. I don't mean on the
You had
street roller
the
skate.
roller skate, the big white roller
I
skate.
used to go to the rink. Yeah.
Oh
And,
Lord.
had my little roller skate, my little, what you call it? Suitcase, what do you call it? Suitcase. Had my own skates. You know,
Put your
most people
skates
go to
in the
roller skate, they
box.
rent
You
them.
had your own box of
Yeah.
skates.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, we used to,
if people come to the rink
ride up
and had
and
to rent,
down. Go ahead. No.
I had to go to the rink and rent the skates, but I had my own. I was in the club, and if you fall, you had to pay $1 every time you fall. I didn't have to pay not $1 because I didn't fall.
You had to pay back then. That was a whole lot of money. $1.
Yeah. And that mean
Wow.
they meant it too.
$1
You said
every time
meetings.
you fall.
I
My
forgot
goodness.
to tell you, I was in the skating club. I was in the club. You said
Wow.
meetings. Yeah. And
Wow. Well, we didn't have no skating club, Diane, but we used to take that skate key and put those skates on the bottom of our shoes. And every time we hit a crack in the sidewalk, the skates would fall off. And I'd be
I used to
there
skate
on
in
the
the street
side
too,
of the
but
sidewalk trying to get that.
in
that
supper we skated around. We used to go up to skate. Had the skating rinks had the skating rinks at school, you know.
yeah.
And we used to skate there. But I mean, I've had in the club we used to go to the rink.
Where was
and
the
skate.
rink? Because I think do I remember a skating rink? What part
I'm
of
trying to
town?
think where it was. I think it was out in East Syracuse.
It was. Yeah. Oh, you did this
you had to go up some steps.
skated in Syracuse? I thought you were talking about in Suffolk. You skated in
Oh no, not in Suffolk. No, I used to skate on the streets in Suffolk, you know,
Right.
and go to the
Right.
school and
Right.
skate in sidewalks and stuff. But in Syracuse, I had to go to the rink and skate.
Oh,
Hi Annie, I see you on the screen. I see you on the screen again.
so
Hi Annie.
okay, so it was that.
I think
You went to a big skating rink. You were serious.
Right. We would have a skating club, I tell you. We had meetings
God.
and everything.
Oh,
In Syracuse?
Skate around with the boys. No, not in Syracuse.
In Syracuse?
No, in
Really?
DC. And that's
Oh,
in
in
Washington.
DC.
okay. So yeah, it was
DC.
in DC. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, now in DC they do skate. There are a lot of
Right.
places that you can skate in DC.
Mhm.
People still in DC, a lot of skating and people bowl. They do a lot of bowling. They got bowling
Yeah.
clubs everywhere in DC. So between the skating,
I never got into bowling. That's one sport I didn't get into, but
wow.
that's one I didn't. Bob said I should if I don't do it right away, I'm not interested. And I couldn't get that ball to go down that ring and just go on in the gutter, you know, on the side.
Yeah.
That makes me mad. I didn't even try anymore.
Wow.
He said, "You don't do it right away, you mad, huh?" I said, "Yeah, I want to be able to do it right then."
Want to get it right now. That's
But
same way.
yeah, we had a skating rink. We used to go skating and had a club and everything.
Oh, well, that's
It was a lot of fun. I forgot about the skating.
wow.
I had to
Well,
mention that 'cause I
okay,
forgot about
so
that.
see, you Egg, I'm just listening to you. You just did just about everything. You
Good.
know,
I was very active.
yeah, but
Mhm.
you seem like you were popular in high school. I told you everybody wasn't popular in high school.
Oh, I was.
You were
I told you. I
popular
told you.
in high school.
I
You
told you I had
were
those three guys. I might tell that to everybody. I had those three guys waiting for their turn to be with me. And they were just happy about it. Is it my turn yet? No.
I still
Nobody
can't get
believes
over
that. That's the
that.
truth. That's the truth. That is the
Wow.
truth. Roman Lee, Clyde, and Jesse. I gotta
Wow.
find Jesse too.
Well,
Oh,
why did you leave them? You left all three of them and went to DC with
no,
Aunt Clyde.
I know it. And there was one in, and the one is, I went to see, I went to Syracuse to visit sis. She was always sick, always sick. So when I went down there, she didn't get sick. And when I didn't come back, this guy was going, but bought me a round trip ticket on the plane.
Mhm.
And I don't know what I did with that ticket because I never did go back.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Well,
But
I mean, they must, I mean, I knew they were nice dudes, but you left all of them and just came on up to
I
Syracuse.
sure
and you
did.
think twice
But see,
about
I
it.
didn't but see, and the thing about it, Jesse went to college
Mhm.
and Clyde went to college and I went to business school in Washington. And he
Right.
said they used to come visit me there.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
But I didn't they all had their time, you know.
Yeah, but you
I
didn't
didn't go with
really,
all three at the same time. One of them, you know, at certain times for them.
I know, but you didn't get serious with any one, three of them. You know, I was just thinking that,
I was serious with Clyde though, really. We were
oh,
really serious.
okay.
He came and asked mom to marry me. And I said no, I didn't want to marry. I didn't marry. I was too young to get married. I
Yeah.
was really serious with him.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things.
Yeah. But he's still around, right? You don't,
I think they all did. Jesse, I don't know where Jesse is. Jesse Whitehead.
oh,
He went to
Jesse
school to be a
White.
doctor.
Yeah.
And I've been Kathy been trying to find him for me, you know, looking up on the
Yeah.
computer and stuff. But Clyde is dead. Side's dead. All my boyfriend's dead.
And
James said I killed them all. He killed them all.
oh,
I didn't
no,
kill
you didn't kill him. Just wore him out. That's all.
That's right. That's all
trying
it is.
they're trying to catch up with you.
There
Keep
you
up with
go.
you.
When
Yes,
soon
what
I
it
asked me
is.
that, somebody said, I want to meet that Bob. I said, how did he catch up with Egg and get her pregnant? Because I mean, I'd like to meet him.
Oh,
He hold her down long to get her pregnant.
oh, Lord, have mercy.
I was 34 when I had her.
You were
I thought I was gonna
34?
go this 34 when I had Robert.
Wow.
Yep.
Well,
Mhm.
is there anything else that you can think of that you want to just pass on or tell us that?
I think I told you everything. I
Yeah.
think I've said everything. So, because this is our last talk, right?
Yes. So,
What are you doing? You writing a book or what are you gonna do with this?
we, first of all, we're not sure. We're just collecting memories so that, you know, we can, you know, personalize people. You know, what we're finding out is that people in our family did so many interesting things. And then we didn't really have a chance to really talk to them to find out about all the important things that they did. For instance, like I'm sure that Helga and them know a lot of stuff about what their mom did when she was younger, but it's not something that we've been in the habit of sitting down and talking about and passing it on. For instance, like I remember when Sylvia went to Hampton, the reason that, you know, she was a nursing student at Hampton, graduated, got her degree in nursing from Hampton.
Right.
And when I got ready to go to school, you know, I found out that she had been in Hampton. I didn't know that before I applied, but when I was getting ready to apply, I said, hey, I got a first cousin that has already graduated from Hampton. She helped me get in, you know, because they already knew that I had a connection to Hampton. And, you know, and some of the places that she worked and the people that she knew because she lived in DC, I mean, some important people, people don't know that because we haven't shared all this information together. So it's just, you know, part of the oral family history that we just want to make sure that we, keep in touch and know who our people are, right?
Mhm.
And what they've done.
Nice.
So
It's
whether
real
we're
nice.
gonna I don't know if we're gonna write a book. We're gonna just talk about,
At you have it. Mhm.
yeah, we're gonna just talk about our folks and be proud of who we are and know where we came from.
Right. It's wonderful.
So it's important.
From a wonderful family. We had a good time.
Yes, we do have a wonderful family,
Mhm.
and we've been doing this, getting together based on what Grandma Goode told you all.
About
to
60,
do
it's
for
about 60, is
60 years.
this the
60
60th one
years.
coming up? Mhm.
And so we hope that it'll keep going on, for a lot more years, at least another 60 years. So
Right.
it's important for us, like all the first cousins, to try
Mhm.
to keep it going, because, you and Daddy
Oh,
are,
this one left with the original ones.
of the originals,
The only two left.
got 2 left. So we have to
Mhm.
make this important to our kids too, so they'll keep
Mhm.
going. They
Right.
didn't really know Mama Goode, but they need to know who she was
Yeah,
and
because
what was
Robin always said, I wish I knew Mama Goode. Yes, I
right,
should have loved you.
and understand how important she was in the lives of our parents and why
Mhm.
the family has been going so long. And so we're trying to just personalize and be able to tell funny stories and good stories about who these strong Black people were, even in times of stress, and
Right.
segregation
Right.
and depression and all kinds of stuff. They were able to be successful in what they tried to do. They lived through all those tough times and the good times.
Mhm.
So
Did you have anybody who's going to talk about Marie? She was a cousin.
no,
She was
we
a very good
I was
singer.
trying to think. I
It seemed
I
like
know a
Rosetta
little bit
Tharpe.
about Marie, but I'm sure you know more about her than
Mhm.
I do. And what we're trying to do is we're just starting with you and Daddy,
Mhm.
and then we're going to start interviewing your nieces and nephews,
Mhm. Yep.
and then we're all together going to be able to talk about people like Marie and Dickie. And so that's
Mhm.
why I was asking you who was Dickie's mother and how did he get in the family, because I was trying to
And I
make
don't even know.
connections.
I don't even think I know Ricky. Ricky.
Dickie's mother was
I'm trying to think. What's
he was
Nikki?
on the other side of the family. I think
I
Aunt
know.
Thelma,
I know. I'm talking. What you said his name was?
huh?
What was his name?
Dickie.
Dickie. I couldn't. All I could think of was Ricky.
Uh,
Dickie.
so
Yeah. I don't even know who his mother was.
he was.
Unless it was Aunt Thelma. Was Aunt Thelma?
I think it was Aunt Thelma's. I think he was Aunt Thelma's nephew. So
I don't know.
yeah, Aunt Thelma and Grandma were half sisters.
Right.
So I think Thelma
same
had
daddy.
another sister. Yeah,
Same mother,
daddy.
same daddy.
Yeah. So I think she had another sister, and that was Dickie's mother. I think that's the way it works. But we're on the
How
genealogy.
did Thelma get in on it? Thelma was.
Huh?
How did Aunt Thelma get in?
Because Aunt Thelma is Grandma Goode's half sister.
Half sister, right?
Yeah.
Thelma.
And there's a picture of Grandma, Aunt Thelma, and
Aunt Ethel?
not Aunt Ethel, somebody else at church with their hats on. I don't know the other lady in the picture, but we've got a genealogy committee, and we're trying to trace back and identify everybody and try to fill out the tree, the family tree, as much as we can. But it's a lot. The one thing that we're trying to do now is to start with Granddaddy Goode and get all his people lined up. So
I don't know about Aunt Mary.
yeah, I'm married.
And I knew all brothers. I knew Uncle Elijah and Uncle Neil and Uncle Walt. I don't think I ever met Walter.
Johnny, how many?
Bill.
I think there were 11 of them.
But I didn't know but 5 of the
So
brothers.
there's a whole lot of people out here that are our first and second cousins that we don't know, because it was
Don't even know.
Charlie and Mary Catherine and Mary Catherine's mother and
Mhm.
uh,
Helen, America's sister.
yeah, right. And there's like, yeah, as I
And they
said,
look and Audrey. Remember Audrey?
and
She used to be
Audrey and
majorette,
Audrey,
majorette.
right? And yeah, they lived in Norfolk, but yeah,
Norfolk, uh-huh.
RP, Granddaddy Goode's father, he had 11 children.
My goodness.
So
And
there's,
Dad had 10.
yes, right.
Dad
So,
had
you know,
10.
there's a whole lot of tracing we got to do, a whole lot of
Mhm.
looking and trying
And
to,
Mom was trying for 14. She was trying for 7 boys and 7 girls, but they kept getting mixed up.
you told me,
So
she said they weren't coming out
forget-
the way she
They
wanted.
wasn't coming to me. So she quit. Yep,
Unbelievable.
she was trying for 14. My God.
Wow, I don't
Oh, one was enough for me.
got that
Oh my
right. I
God.
had 2 and I was like, no more.
Linda used to say, she said, I said, well, it's okay, it's all right. She said, yeah, if you had that baby, I'm gonna ask you how it was. I said, I bet you tell me it's not okay. And she asked me, I said, oh, that was a mess. She said, I told her everything. She asked me, oh, it's all right, it's okay. She said, after you had Robin, I'm gonna see how you're gonna say, what you're gonna say.
So now
Oh,
Shawnee has put up,
my
look at,
goodness.
Shawnee has put up on the screen. Can you see the screen?
I see a lot of stuff going on here.
Yeah, well, but that's
I don't have
off
my
to the
glasses
left.
on.
This is Rufus Pettiford, Granddaddy's daddy.
Let
These
me
are
get my
all his
glasses.
children.
Wait a minute. I saw a lot of stuff running around that Rufus Good.
Yeah, so this is
Uh-huh.
not, so in 1856, he was born.
Who was one? My daddy, my granddaddy?
Yeah, your granddaddy.
Uh-huh.
And these are all, his kids start with Abraham. And then
Who's Abraham?
that's
No, that's his brother.
his brother is
His kid
Abraham.
over here.
Oh, okay.
Who's brother? Who's the brother?
RP had a brother.
Okay, my granddaddy's brother. Okay.
So
I thought you talking about my daddy's brother.
granddaddy's brothers and sisters. There's Anna and Agnes. All the stuff on the left, those are his brothers and sisters.
Mhm.
So
My
they all had
goodness.
kids too, right? That's what I'm saying. They all
My
had
goodness
kids.
gracious.
So
I didn't know about all that.
yeah, so now,
1871.
so yeah, Anna was born in
Anna.
71 and Agnes, and it talks about where they were, where they
I
lived. And down
didn't
here,
know. I haven't even never heard those names.
and down
Now I've heard
here,
of Walter.
there's Walter, and so your Uncle Walter was named after his uncle.
I see.
See, so
Mhm.
now on the right-hand side, Shawnee,
Dora,
and Walter
Walter,
and Mary,
Mary, Laura,
those are all,
Delia. I remember name Delia.
that's all. And then there's Rufus, there's granddaddy.
Yeah, 1896.
So he had all those brothers and sisters. Look at all them people. Willie.
Dad was born in 1896, my daddy?
Yes.
Whoa,
No,
my goodness.
Yeah.
Rufus that good, 1896?
96. Yeah, 96, before the turn of the century.
My goodness.
So
William
and
Good. Who's William Good?
he's named after Bill. That was your daddy's brother.
Right, really good. They named Bill William.
And
They
there's
named Bill,
Uncle Cornelius down there. And Charlie, that's the one you were saying that your mother was always talking about. Charlie,
Put him out the house. Put him out. Get out of my house.
Get out of my house,
With your
Charlie.
beefy self. He
was born in
pickpocket.
1906. Look.
Oh my goodness.
And so all these people had kids on it. So most of them had kids, not all of them.
Some of these names I never heard of before. Some of the names I have heard of.
Right. So look on the other side, Odelia. You remember?
I heard the name
Pop used to
Odelia.
always say Delia, right? So
the only one I really knew was Aunt Mary.
yes, well, but look at all these people that he had in his family.
Mary's the one I knew.
The people on the right are his brothers and sisters. So there was Walter, and then he had sisters, right?
I don't see Uncle Charlie Henry's name.
Yeah,
Charlie.
Charlie.
I mean, Uncle Neil is when I said I don't
Neil,
see.
no, Neil is there. He's up,
Maybe
up
Cornelius?
Cornelius. That's his name.
Oh, his name, I mean, just call him Cornel. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
That's right. I know.
Cornel was Cornelius.
Oh, okay. I see now.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that if, you know, we got a whole lot of second cousins out here. I
You got
was,
that with Merrill. Who's Merrill? Who's
Right.
Merrill? Never heard of Merrill. Who's Merrill?
he's Uncle Merrill. We're trying to track him down, try to figure out where he is, because when we had the last reunion we had in here, when Linda had the reunion, or was it, no, the last one we had in Suffolk, must have been at the 55th. We went to a restaurant, and the young man behind the counter that was helping to serve, he was working part-time for the caterer. His last name was Good. He was, who are you people? You got the same last name as I got. So I had his name written down, but I can't, you know, I was asking him, you know, who's your daddy?
I bet
and
he's related to us.
I know, so I wrote it down. So at some point, I'll run across his name and be able to figure out how to attach him in this whole lineage. But there's a lot of people.
Where's
that,
the picture? I don't have the picture that
Especially
you wanted
14.
to ask her about.
So
And especially with 14 kids.
Huh?
I know that.
Can you send me the
Especially having
picture?
14 kids.
I didn't hear you.
Can you send me the picture so I can put it up so she can talk about it and we can look at it at the same time?
The picture.
You said Mandy or Aunt Kathy sent you a picture?
Yeah.
Are you talking to me?
No, I was talking.
Oh, okay.
No,
Okay.
these are people from, Shawnee, these are people from Syracuse that sang in the choir with my dad and my mom when they were young in Syracuse, when they first got to Syracuse. I don't know if Aunt Egg would know them. Aunt Vi's not in the picture. It's not, it was,
What's the name of the group?
no, it was a church choir, and it was Mr. Smokes and some,
I know Mr.
don't think-
Smokes. I know
Yeah,
Mr. Smokes.
Mr.
And
Smokes and his
and,
daughter.
Aunt Helen's husband, Alton. Joe and Alton.
Oh,
Mrs.
Joe
Smokes.
Littleton and
Joe Littleton. I
but
remember
Joe wasn't
James
here.
Thompson. James Thompson.
Yes.
Joe Littleton. What was that
These
group they were
people
in?
weren't
Was it Ink Brothers? What was that name of that group?
the ink spot.
It was
No.
James Thompson, Jim, Joe Littleton, and Slappy. Remember Slappy?
Yes, Helen's
That's Helen's
husband.
husband.
But I don't,
They had a quartet. I'm trying to think of the
They
name
had
of the
a
quartet. Was it
group.
the Ink?
yeah, they had
the
a
Ink Spots?
quartet. The ink spots were famous people on TV, but Daddy and them had a group too. I got it written down somewhere, but
I remember
Johnny,
them. I remember they sang. They sang real pretty together.
yeah.
James Thompson had a beautiful voice.
Johnny, I'm gonna send you this picture, but it is you. I'm gonna send it to you so you can share it, right?
Okay, yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay. This is a picture of my mother and father when they were singing at Hops Memorial Church. In the choir, and Mr. Smokes is standing right behind Daddy. I can't remember the other guy's name, but I'm sure Kathy will
There's a
remember.
picture coming up on the screen now.
Yeah, you see it?
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
Now, in the front row is my mother.
Yeah, sure is.
And-
Please.
And in the last row is Daddy.
Yeah, see Daddy.
And behind
Smokes.
Daddy is Mr. Smokes.
And that's Mr. Seawood behind you, Mr. Smokes.
Oh, that's what his name is. I couldn't
Mr.
remember.
Seawood,
Seawood.
yeah.
And there's
That
his
was my
wife in the
buddy.
front row.
That
Yeah,
was my
Mr.
buddy.
Mr.
Alberta
Seawood.
was his wife.
Yeah, and
His
she's
wife
up
was named
front.
Alberta.
And the lady in the middle, her name was Jean. I don't.
Hey, I'm gonna think of her name in a minute. I know her. Let me see.
Jean.
Oh my goodness, I know that woman. I
I
know
know.
her.
Greta is in front.
Can't
Greta
think
is
of her name
behind my
right now.
mother. So it's my
Who's
mother
Greta?
and I don't know. That's all I know. It's her first name. Her name is Greta.
I don't
And,
remember, I don't even recall her. I don't recall the one on the right either. She looks familiar,
Um,
but I can't think of her name.
the tall lady next to my
I'm
mother.
trying to think of that lady in the middle, the one in the middle. I can't think of her name.
Yeah,
It's
the
right on
lady
tip of my
with the
tongue.
glasses on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember her name either, but I'm gonna show this picture to Daddy. Now, you know who sent this picture to Mandy? Mandy just sent this picture. You're breaking up on Egg. I can't hear you.
Oh, I said,
Can't hear you. Can't hear you on Egg. Can't hear you, babe.
I think it's off.
Oh, there you are. Now
I think it's off.
no. We can hear you now on Egg. On
Can you hear me
Egg,
now?
yeah, we can hear you now.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yes, we
You can hear me now?
Okay, yeah, we can hear you now. But what I'm saying, Alma, is that lady's name Alma in the middle row?
I can't think of her name.
You're breaking up again. I don't know. Anyway, I'm
No, that's not
I'm gonna take the picture and show it to Daddy. He'll know everybody's name. He'll know everybody's name. Yeah. Huh?
And Bunny. And then, I know they're in the middle, but I can't think of it. Can't think of
Yeah.
it. The lady with the glasses on, I just, oh,
The
God.
glasses, the lady with the glasses in the front row, that's Mr. Seawood's, that's Mr. Seawood's wife, right? The lady in the front row.
I don't see it.
The leaning up against the wall in the front row. That's his wife.
Oh, it sure
Yeah.
is. Mhm. Yeah.
But
Well, uh-huh. But the
what's
one
her
in the
name is
glasses,
Sandy Smokes is Mr. Smokes's
last
that's
name, Smokes.
yeah.
Yeah, he's
But-
behind James. That's Mr. Smokes.
Yeah.
And then Seawood's behind Smokes.
But Amy Smokes, do you remember Amy Smokes? She was Mr.
Amy, I
Smokes'
remember Amy.
daughter.
Amy
Amy-
and we were good friends.
Well, but
Yeah.
I
Amy.
didn't, Mandy just told me that's Rashad's mother. Amy Smokes is her
Right.
mother-in-law. I didn't know that.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, they were
So I
telling me
told her,
that.
we're really
think
related
Catherine
in
was telling
ways
me
we
that.
can't figure out.
I know,
Right.
and what's the name? She used to sing in the choir with me. Oh my goodness. Titi's mother. Remember Titi?
Teeny,
She used to sing in
no.
the choir with us. Her name was Titi. Oh
I
my
don't
goodness.
remember that.
Names just get away from me. I can't call people's names, save my life.
Yeah.
Because I didn't realize that was Bert over at the corner. You mentioned her name. That's her.
Oh, that's her name, Bert.
Bert.
Yeah,
Bertie Wood.
Bert.
And I can't think of that woman with the glasses on. That's gonna drive me crazy. I come up with that name.
I didn't know her name either, but
I know her well. I know her well, but I just can't think of her name.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Oh, man.
I asked Mandy where she got this picture from, and she said her mother-in-law gave it to her. That's Amy Smokes.
Yeah.
Small world, man. It's a small world.
I'm trying to think of the woman that's singing in the choir with me that's related to that family too. She's a teacher. There's two sisters of them. I can't think of neither one of them name.
Well, the girl in the
No.
middle row leaning against the wall, I didn't really ever know her. She was fairly young. She was younger than most of the people in the picture. The girl in the middle row in
Who's
the
that?
back. I don't know who she is.
I don't
But
know
the
either.
lady in front of her, her name was, I want
I
to call her
can't-
Jean or Irma. No,
The one with the glasses on.
No, the lady behind the lady with the glasses.
Oh, I don't know where, she looks familiar to me, but I can't think of her name.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't think of anybody's, I don't know any of really but Bunny, Jim, Smokes, and
I
Seymour.
remember that
And
my
Bert.
mother
And
had just,
Bert.
my mother had just cut off all her hair. My daddy was mad. She just chopped all her hair off. He was
Oh, my
hot
God.
about it. I
You
remember
didn't
that.
like that, huh?
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So anyway, see, we got a lot of stuff. You remember Herman Branch? You don't remember Herman Branch?
He used to teach people to drive, right? He used to teach people to drive.
He was a piano player.
There's a branch I know people should take lessons, driving lessons from him.
Maybe, I don't know.
That's the one I know. Wait a minute, Branch.
Herman Branch.
Yeah, I remember him. He used to teach kids how to drive too. Yeah,
It could have been.
mhm.
Shawnee. She's gone somewhere. I'm gonna
She
send
must be
Shawnee
gone.
I'm gonna send her another picture.
Yes.
And then I'm sending you another picture.
Okay.
It just left me, so should be there any second.
I see you up in the corner, but I don't see. I saw China for a minute. Now I see
Look at
another
this
picture.
picture.
Yes, okay, it's Bunny. Vi.
And look, there's Vi right next to my mother.
Yeah, sure is. See, I'm
And
passing by up.
the guy in the middle, that's Herman Branch, and that's his wife Mary. Mary Branch is standing next to my mother, and on the other side is his mother. So he's got his wife on one side and his mother on the other side.
How about that?
And do you remember? What was his name? Eric Simmons used to have a trucking business in Syracuse.
The name sounds familiar, but I can't place him right now.
And
the name sounds
anyway,
familiar.
Nora, his wife is the last lady on the first row. And in the back row, the tall guy, his name was Rod. I don't remember Rod's last name, but he was the guy when I'm buying them did God's Trombones and Finian's Rainbow when they were in
I remember
Finian's
Rainbow.
Yeah, well, they did God's Trombones, and the tall guy in the back, he had a fantastic bass voice. Oh, the phone is going off. They're like, we talking too long. He was a bass, and he had the deepest bass voice. It was really something. Every time he opened his mouth and said hello, you were like, whoa, this man's got a deep voice. And over on the right-hand side, the guy on the right.
The one beside that. What's his name?
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but
handsome dude though.
Yeah, he was. And I can't remember his name, but the lady behind Aunt Vi, and then there's a guy, that's Ted Jones. He was a fireman in Syracuse.
Ted Jones. I remember Ted Jones, but I don't remember him looking like that, but I remember Ted Jones.
Yeah, that's Ted Jones. He used to sell life insurance, and
right.
And he was a fireman. One of the first black firemen in Syracuse. Yeah.
I can't remember his face like that, but that's him.
Yeah.
And I didn't know Herman. I didn't know that little Branch guy was so short.
Yeah, he's
oh my goodness.
He's filled out now. I saw him. He had moved to Hawaii, and when Reggie and I went to Hawaii on our honeymoon, I was walking by this hotel, and there was a picture out front that talked about Herman Branch, and he had a group that was performing at the hotel. We didn't go in that night, but he had moved to Hawaii. And I think Aunt Vi's pregnant with Gwenny.
Most because she might be pregnant, like an outfit on.
Yeah, wear with the top. Yep.
How about that?
Yep. And I don't know why Amy Smokes
had dress your mama got on.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's funny because you see that she made that dress. And when I graduated from high school, I said, Aunt Vi, will you make me a graduation dress? And she made me a lace dress that had a scallop bottom. It wasn't as
Oh,
sheer
okay.
as that, but she made me
Uh-huh.
she's like, I like that dress your mama had, so I'm gonna make you a dress that has a scallop bottom. So I had
Mhm.
eyelet lace on the bottom of my skirt that had scallops on
I
it
love
like
that.
that. But Aunt Vi
Mhm.
made me a dress. She didn't have no pattern, no nothing. I just told her how I wanted it. She made the dress.
Yeah, it's just like everything I wish she'd make.
Yeah,
She made a beautiful suit. Mhm.
yeah. So, yep,
I got more pictures of things she made. Mhm.
yeah,
She used to work at Edwards department store doing alterations.
yeah. I
Mhm.
remember.
Mhm.
But this is a nice picture of the group.
It sure is. It
Yeah,
sure is.
yeah. So
But
those
who's that guy
people
on the end? On the
on
far
the other
end?
end, I don't know. I'm gonna take these two to Daddy and see if he can. I gotta blow them up so he can see them. But
Right.
I
You probably
I
know his
don't really
name.
know who that guy is. But the lady behind him is the same lady that's in the choir picture. That's that Alma lady. If you
Oh,
look in
really?
the choir, if you look in the choir picture, remember the lady that I was saying, the lady behind the lady with the glasses on that you
Uh-huh. That's
out?
the same
That's
one.
the same lady. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
behind the and I don't remember I don't remember
I have
these
a
other
sister, your
ladies.
mama, and Herman. I remember Herman. I saw him. I met him once or twice.
Hmm.
Oh
But
boy.
so it's a nice picture. They all got pretty
And
dresses.
Herman had a sister. What was his sister's name?
I don't remember her. Oh, he did have a sister.
Uh-huh. I
And
can't think of her name right now. Mhm.
I can't think of her name either, but
Names just getting my throat won't come out.
well, I was little, and I'm just amazed sometimes at the stuff I remember because
I'm telling
I
you.
wasn't
'Cause
that old.
I'm trying to think of the girls, the
I
two
was
women
just
in the choir.
nosy. Oh,
Yes.
I was just always nosy. They'd say, get out of here.
Mhm.
Your children go. I was always got listening, trying to figure out what they were talking about.
Oh yeah. You
Being
didn't get a grown
nosy.
folks conversation.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to
Grown
be
folks,
around
that's
when
grown
grown
folks,
folk are
right?
talking.
That's grown
That's
folks
right.
talking about.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Kingdom children,
So
we can all and reserve a room now. I'm
yeah,
just trying to read some side.
yeah,
Kathy, good. We can all call and reserve a room now. I'm
yeah.
telling you.
What she talking about
These pictures,
the reunion?
yeah, it's just about you can call and reserve a room now. The contact lady couldn't something. I gave the picture, see it all. It just says Kathy Good said we can call and reserve a room now. The contact lady couldn't, and that's all it said. No,
Oh,
it cuts right off.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that's a nice picture.
So anyway, listen, we've been on the phone for almost an hour, and I was only supposed to keep you for half an hour, but
I
I
know.
just
Well,
want to
it's
thank
the
you
last one,
so
so
much for doing this.
okay, honey.
And
Okay,
really
now.
appreciate it. And whatever we do with this information, we won't do anything unless we tell you what we're going to do.
Okie dokie.
All right.
All
Take care of
righty.
yourself, and I'll talk to you again
Sure
soon.
will. Love you guys. Take
All
care.
right, love you too.
Okay, honey.
All
Bye
right,
bye.
take care. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye
Night, all
bye.
y'all. We got more
Okay.
meetings today, right? All right, take care.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye bye. I'm gonna have to turn this thing off. Gonna call Robin now.
Go down the
I'm
bottom.
hanging it up, no problem. Yeah, we gotta meet later, right? I think,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, we got,
Okay.
we got,
Take
we
care.
got a 6 o'clock, and then after that, and then, I don't know. I'll call you, Shawnee. I don't know
Okay,
what I'm
cool.
doing. All
Y'all
right,
have fun.
all right.
I'm done.
Bye, Egg. Love you.
Carry
Bye.
on. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye, Ma.
Oh, this thing off my ear. Oh, my goodness gracious.